Welcome. This is the Connected Sound podcast. This is DJ Rello. Welcome back. This is episode and podcast 17.
Yes, sir.
Today's guest, we got Richie Raw, none other than what's good with you. How you feeling today?
Man, I'm just chilling, man. Just blessed to be in this Connected Sound. You know what I mean?
I appreciate you for coming by, man. It's
Absolutely.
long overdue.
Yes.
It's long overdue. I hit you up probably, many months ago.
Nah, let's push it years ago.
Okay. I lost track. I lost count. I lost a little bit of a count. I lost count. But yeah, definitely probably pushing years ago I hit you up.
Yeah.
And I've been wanting to work with you. It never happened until now.
Yeah.
But, better late than never, I guess.
Absolutely.
You feel me?
Yeah, you always on the go. I'm always on the go.
I know it's a good thing.
It is.
It's a great thing because sometimes it's like, damn, I really wish I can connect with this person, but sometimes it's for good reasons. It's not like you at the house with your feet kicked up.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like
for sure.
You actually are moving and getting things done, and that's why we haven't connected until now. But
Yeah.
it finally has, and you are here. Thank you again for coming to Connected Sound.
Man, thank you for having me.
For sure, man, for sure. I think, like I said, it was a while ago that I hit you up online. I would say I first came across your pictures because it was one thing that, you know how now everything runs through Instagram.
Yeah.
Instagram is essentially a website, your homepage.
I wouldn't even say that. I would say it's more so of a portfolio.
Portfolio, for sure. That even better term. It's essentially your portfolio for whatever you do.
Oh, matter of fact, I got a better word. It's a resume.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Indeed.
It's definitely the new age resume.
Because who's gonna go to your website? I'd rather go to your Instagram before I go to your website.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most definitely. Unless you gotta book something or buy something.
Yeah, but people still book through DMs.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
Most likely, unless you got your DMs cut off, most people are going through DMs. Yeah.
That's actually a smart thing. I might have to take that into consideration.
Yeah, for
Just
sure.
cut my DMs off.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to do it, man. Sometimes you got to do it. I definitely came across your work. One thing I noticed about your pictures on Instagram,
Yeah.
I would go to someone's page, and their best picture will be tagged by Richie Raw.
Hey, yo, that is love, bro. I'm never
not
heard
lying.
that. No, I listen. You've been genuine since I've came here. You've been transparent since I've came here. So I'm taking your word 100%.
Listen,
I believe you.
you know what I'm saying? I get to scrolling, click on somebody. Oh, you like that picture? Click on somebody's page, and you see, oh, that's a nice picture. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bold, pops, tag Richie Raw, and I'm like, okay, I gotta look in this guy. And then I'm like, okay, I definitely like your work. Your work stands out differently.
I appreciate that. I mean, till this day, I'm still trying to figure out, what my signature style is. A lot of photographers, have a signature style. Some people don't even have a signature style.
Yeah.
I feel like I fall in that category of not having a signature style.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more of the in the moment type of person.
Okay.
Whereas you just create the art,
Yeah.
provide customer satisfaction.
So you don't think that a photographer has to have a certain style to really make it, or you could just?
That's just a man-made law. You know what I'm saying? Somebody tells you got to do it, then are you gonna do it?
Hey, or you? At the end of the day, take good pictures.
Take good pictures.
That's what it comes down to.
Yeah, because listen, once you post it, it gets flooded in with the rest of the posts.
Yeah.
Unless somebody wants to repost it. But, if they're not paying that good money for you to provide the top quality,
Right.
then what's the point?
Yeah, for sure.
But nah, I don't want to contradict myself. I do put my all into my work, though, so let's correct that. But still, for other people, aspiring from those who are just photography isn't me,
When do you think you started taking photos? When did Richie Raw, the photographer, when did that start for you?
It's been, man, time is flying so fast. I can't even keep up. So I guess it's 7 years, and then I literally took a break. And 5 years ago, And I started to take it seriously 4 years now.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm just not good at posting.
It be like that. Neither am I.
Yeah.
But I'm getting better.
Yeah, me too.
I'm getting better. I'm terrible at posting, but now especially you got to be posting, and people want to see things, and it's the algorithm.
It is that, but it's also like it falls into like the Well, are you talking about the algorithm as in posting wise, or are you talking about
just as far as like posting, like you gotta, you know what I mean? Now they almost force you to have to be posting,
or you get like shadow banned?
You know what I mean? Like if you're not posting. Essentially, the more you're on these apps and the more you're using these apps, the more friendly they're going to be to you. If you're taking your time and not really being on the app and you're not posting a lot,
you
know what I mean? They're not. It takes a little bit for people that ain't posting to hop in that algorithm, I feel like.
I'm starting to realize that, it really is a full-time job.
It is.
And that's why there's social media marketers out there.
I know. It's whole corporations. Like I'm sure hundreds of jobs, thousands of jobs of people that are designed they just want to manage your social media.
Yeah.
And they make good money doing it. But
I
I
don't
see
understand.
why.
Sometimes I don't even understand.
I see why though, because it's a heavy job.
It is, but like how you all right, so you're gonna tell me that you find a PR person or whoever is running your ads and marketing. If they have less than 1,000, are you gonna go with them? Less than 1,000 followers.
It would depend on. I would have to see some past work that was really good, and probably have. You know what I mean? You'd have to have some people that stamp your name. You know what I mean? I would have to be able to ask some people like past. You know what I mean? Clients.
Yeah.
Somebody would have to stamp you.
That's true, but how do you know?
That's just it. You don't. It's so easy to get scammed nowadays.
It is.
It's so easy to get scammed. I feel like. Do you think there's a lot of scamming in photography?
Oh, absolutely. But from
like,
which end though?
I feel like in photography, I feel like a lot of people want to charge for work that they can't produce that par of. You know what I mean? Like they have a bar set on a price that they want, but their work doesn't match up. I feel like I feel like people think photography is easy.
Yeah.
I feel like people think sometimes maybe photography is a easy thing to just start and just pick up.
Yeah.
I just buy a camera and I'm gonna be the best photographer out here. I feel like sometimes it can be like that with a lot of things, but I feel like that especially with photographers.
You brought up a valid, just a valid point. Like there's a lot of photographers who are, just still up there, who are still increasing their price as time goes by. Mm-hmm. Like some people make their prices based on their name. Some people make their prices based on the amount of time that you put into creating, or some people just make their price just because they're greedy, So it really depends. And then with the it's kind of hard because like sometimes your price can be up here and sometimes your price have to go down here because photography, videography, I don't care what field it is. It's just like everything is just so oversaturated with the amount of people that's out here. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of people who want to do photography just to get their name out there and then stop. Some people want to do photography because they feel like they can utilize the platforms like social media and get their name out there. For sure. And then turn into another. So, there's a difference between like professional, people doing it for a profession and some people do it for a hobby. So that's where you gotta,
That's true. That's true. You definitely gotta make sure you know your lane with that. If you're doing it as a hobby and if you're doing it as a job.
But you gotta know what it comes with. And it comes with a lot of time, a lot of traveling, a lot of editing, a lot of, just like learning.
A lot of getting beat. Yeah. Let's say it.
Finessed. Let's just say it. Finessed.
Getting finessed. It's definitely, I'm sure this thing happens with a lot of people, but I'm sure it's happened many a times with you. It's definitely happened many times with me as a DJ, where people will try to get over on you and not pay. I'm sure you have to deal with that.
Absolutely. And I mean, like, they get mad when you don't give them the best of the best quality work. See, people don't understand that there's differences between standard edits and like editorial edits.
Facts.
You can't get an editorial edit from an event if you're paying me X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
Now, sometimes it's not all about the money. Sometimes it's about the experience, and like, you know, just the overall opportunity. Because you never know where that opportunity can take you.
Yeah.
But once they start seeing you consistent and like, you know, you want it, they can like grab you just like that and be like, you know, like, all right, you see what you did with my last event? I want the same thing for the same price.
Nah, don't worry like that.
Because guess what the last price was? Nothing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Like that, it be like that, man. And you gotta be. I'm just gonna say this. Listen, man. If you can't fuck up your name within any of this. You can't fuck up your name. If you beat somebody for some money, if you bring a photographer out, you bring a DJ out, you bring a videographer out, anybody like that, and you don't pay them, you cannot expect for them to ever want to work with you again. I feel like a lot of people will not pay promoters or, you know what I mean, host. A lot of people will try to like skip us when it comes to getting paid at the end of the night.
Yeah.
And then it needs to stop because these events really run through us.
It really does. It really, truly does. Like, a lot of people really want to just hire you, not because of your craft, but because of your name. And, you know, that's where things tend to get a little messy. Mm-hmm. Because, like, once they bring you due to your name, you know, now they have the ability to increase, you know, their name because you're in their presence.
Yeah.
But not to be selfish or anything, but to me, it's just a principle. Mm-hmm. And that's just crazy because like you have to watch what you do because that might jeopardize, you know, your reputation or, you know, your finances or all of it. Everything. All of it. Everything.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's definitely tough. Me, I like to be, I try to be as, I guess, stern when it comes to getting paid.
Yeah.
But sometimes you trust people and you think that they're good for the money and they end up not being. I mean, sometimes I chalk it up to the game.
Yeah.
And it's not the fact that you gotta like deal with it, but it's a learning experience. And you just, everything, honestly, when it comes to us and people in our type professions, get yourself a contract.
Yeah, I can't emphasize that enough, man. Those contracts really do.
Get yourself a contract. It can be very simple. Get yourself a contract.
A lot of people don't want contracts. Well, let me start saying
they don't. They don't.
Okay,
they don't.
All right,
they don't want contracts.
They don't,
man.
because they know they're guilty at hand.
They don't want contracts, but they're necessary. They're necessary because we gotta have a way to cover our ass.
It's not even that. It's just it's just business.
It is.
It's not just me. You think I really want to drive 375 miles to an event with no contract? Comes to find out I can't even shoot that event, so I gotta turn right back.
That's a long ass way.
It is, but it's.
That's a long ass way. Yeah, you definitely need a contract. You driving 375 miles. That's hella miles on your wheel. That's gas money. All that for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. But I've been there, bro. I've been there. Unfortunately, I've been there, and it needs to stop. And it can stop when you get yourself a contract.
For sure.
It's just something little, man. Don't let them people feel no type of way. Don't let them feel no type of way because you are handling business.
Yeah.
Don't let them feel no type of way. If you taking yourself and your business serious and you think that you need to be doing contracts, do them damn contracts. And if that's what it is, that's how you operating, that's what it is. Because a lot of these other big corporations we're going into, guess what? Oh, okay, yeah, can you pay me now? Can you swipe that card now?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Before I even do anything?
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Before anything is even done, and guess what? Everybody is paying. Swiping that bitch.
And that's very true.
Swiping it.
Yeah.
Paying that cash. So it's like, man, when it comes down to it, they gotta pay the entrepreneur.
And it's not even the client sometimes. Sometimes it falls back on the person providing the contract.
Yeah.
Some people don't want to give their homeboys contracts, or
Yeah.
some people don't want to give contracts because they feel like they got this opportunity,
Yeah.
but they don't foresee what comes next. You know,
Yeah.
something messy might happen in the future.
Speaking of what's coming next, like, I want to know, I ain't even asked you this yet, but, like, what was, like, your inspiration to start being a photographer? Or who? Or who was your inspiration?
My story goes deep, but I'll sum it up. I went to during middle school, I didn't know what I wanted to do. Mm-hmm. You know, I was raised up on music. I knew I wanted to be in the music industry. So I started managing people around like middle school. That didn't work out. So I tried it again in high school, but during the middle school time, I was in a multimedia program. So I was forced to learn, you know, Photoshop and like all these video programs and stuff like that.
Middle school. That's hard.
Yeah.
Early.
It is very early.
Yeah.
And I feel like that was around the time where, you know, everybody was just focused on like careers and like, you know, I need to focus on this so I can become that in life. And like, but now it's just like, where are we at? Mm-hmm. But back to what I was saying, I moved up to, you know, Hagerstown. Shout out Hagerstown. You know, I reside there. I shoot there. I got my own studio there. So.
I gotta come to Hagerstown more.
You do.
Yeah.
But
we'll get to that. Finish the story.
Yeah. So basically, all of a sudden, this one dude, you know, we went to school with each other. He had a camera. It was one of those, I don't know, probably like a Target, Walmart camera.
Yeah.
And I only had my cell phone. He introduced me to the craft. He said, come out, let's shoot, blah, 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 whatever. And I was like, oh, okay, cool, but I don't have a camera. So I started taking photos. I think I had like the iPhone 7 around the time. Good quality during that time. And I had the angles. He was showing me the angles, teaching me what to do and, you know, the settings. Mm-hmm. Ever since then, I was like, yo, I called my boy. I was like, yo, like, I really need this camera. And, you know, so a friend of mine, you know, he helped invest, you know, being as genuine as possible. He helped invest in a camera for me, you know. You know, that was the most, I was so appreciative when he did that because now look where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I would have been discouraged if I didn't have that camera.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't think I would have ever had a camera if I didn't get that camera. So, like, that's what made me, you know, motivate and keep going. I was working at retails after retails, and I was like, nah, this ain't it, man. Not saying that y'all shouldn't work for nobody, but I'm saying it wasn't it for me. Mm-hmm. And I started, you know, linking up with people, doing free shoots, trying to perfect my craft, try to perfect the angles. Mm-hmm. I bought a few smoke bombs, smoke grenades, tried that. I did this in Baltimore. There was a maple sap. Never do this. It was a maple sap farm. We set it on fire, and the whole tree almost caught on fire, bro. We were like, because the sap was so dry,
right.
So we had to like hurry up. He had boots on, and I was like, yo, these pictures really turned out fire though. But it was just a lot of trial and error, bro. Yeah,
that's what it takes. A lot of trial and error. You can't be afraid to fail.
Yeah, it was a fun experience.
You're gonna learn along the way.
Yeah, for sure, absolutely. And I mean, just do what you love, man. Like, a lot of people don't find out what they love until years later, but that's okay.
It is okay.
Take your time. Don't rush anything. And if you have the talent and the skill, try to figure out how to make it work. Turn it into a career because we're running out of time. So, like, what you have, perfect that, and then focus on what's next afterwards. Because I know a lot of people juggle, like, 5-7 things at one time, thinking they can be this, you know, was it 7 streams of income within like 2 days? It's not gonna work. Tried it, coming from somebody who tried it, so that's why I'm giving that advice out.
It's tough. Tough. It's definitely tough.
Yeah,
it's definitely tough. To
I appreciate
that.
Yeah, I mean, if I can, any wisdom. I mean, if I can give anybody, you know, the right wisdom, we would probably have to do like 3 takes of this podcast. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, listen, man. We talked about a lot of good things, and we talked about, like I said, we talked about the pricing. I want to know what is your favorite kind of photo shoot, because I've seen you do photo shoots that are dope, that have backdrops, and I've seen you do dope photos outside, and I've seen even just recently, you know what I mean, you've been doing a lot more photo shoots at shows and like concerts with artists. Like, what is your favorite type of photo shoot?
I really don't have one, to be honest. If I can say I do have one, it'll be something that where I feel like I'm at peace. So like in studio shots, like that's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. I've been doing a lot of weddings. I've been doing a lot of you saw me at the event that we did, and then a lot of artists, and then they show us around. So I mean, my favorite probably would be something where I had the most control over. Okay. And that'll probably be, one-on-ones, portraits, and, stuff like that. Yeah. Or just, like, you're a DJ, you see it. You're probably a visionary by now. So, like, just seeing people get hype and amped and, like, for the artist, like, that's pretty dope, too.
Great feeling,
It's a great feeling.
It's a great feeling.
And then just to capture that in the moment where people can't even capture that. Like, the artist is too busy doing what they're doing. Mm-hmm. So for them to see, themselves, frozen in the moment, that's probably a dope feeling for them too. Right. So being a photographer is all about being selflessness, bro.
Yeah, for sure. You gotta be.
Yeah.
You gotta be. Because I listen, when we go on the road, I'm always like, yo, I need somebody to take a flick of me. I always ask Skies' manager, Craig. Mm-hmm. He's terrible. Because he doesn't care about taking somebody's picture, and I don't blame him. Yeah. But whenever you take pictures, you gotta want to care. You gotta want to actually produce a good picture.
That's true.
And if you don't, it's not that you're not going to produce a good picture if you don't care. Most likely.
Can you imagine just being a photographer and wanting some behind the scenes photos and asking somebody, "Hey, can you take this photo of me and whoever I run into?" It's a hit or miss. Like it's depressing because sometimes those moments where you need that photo to help build your portfolio and it's a bad photo and you can't post it, all you can do is just talk about it. You can't post it. I wouldn't. Right. Because if I post a bad photo, then it's not going to compliment my work.
Yeah, it's not a good look.
No.
Can't put that out.
Not at all. Not at all.
You gotta keep them on the hard drive. Maybe in the trash can.
Yeah, in the archives.
Yeah, straight up. Yeah, for sure. I know you recently opened a studio space of yourself, man. We need to plug that before we even do anything else before we get out of here. Well, I'll need you to plug the studio space.
Definitely. I just got the studio.
I need you to tell me about that.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, whenever the time is right, whenever you're ready to chop it up, we can talk about it. Or you want to talk about it now, it's up to you. Do it. I mean, right now, so, like, I've been asking a lot of people for, let's rewind that back. A lot of people keep asking me, do you have a studio? Or, hey, I want to book you, can we shoot? I say, yeah, I don't have a studio. Let's shoot outside. Or where do you want to shoot at? So I've been doing like outdoor photo shoots a lot. Sometimes I had to postpone due to weather, but now I don't have to worry about all that anymore. So I just opened up a new studio on in Hagerstown over by North Prospect Street. It was a furniture building, but now it's starting to become like, commercial, I think residential. I don't know. Whatever they're doing. All I worry about is my studio and the quality that comes out of the studio. And, yeah, man, it's been working in my favor. I mean, I've been asking everybody, can I use your spot? Can I use your spot? Just for one day. And I just feel bad being some kind of burden on somebody, just asking and asking, because I never really liked when my hand was out. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's tough. I don't like that either.
Yeah, it's just not a good look, especially as somebody who, is a professional in his own profession that doesn't have something to operate out of. It's a tough feeling. It's mind blowing and it's very emotional too. Yeah. So
I feel that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it can be like that, man. I feel like. How do you like having a space to go to now? I know. I used to do a lot of my stuff in my attic, at my crib. And now that I have the space of a studio space, it makes me feel like, okay, now I'm doing this for a purpose. It feels like I'm doing this as a job. Yeah. And it makes my life easier being able to have a space to come to be able to work on whatever I need to work on. How has that changed for you to be able to have your own space now?
It's an amazing feeling. I mean, it was a feeling. It was first of all, it was an experience that was unexpected. And just to be able to operate out of a studio, man, like nobody can tell you what to do.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about the no trespassing or the private properties anymore. You don't have to worry about, all right, yo, like the sun's going down. We have this amount of time left. If the sun goes down and we're shooting outdoor, I mean, like, yo, let's go to my studio. We shoot inside, So it's like I'll always have an alternative, whether it's indoor or outdoor, because like I said, I don't like to be controlling, but I like to control the situation so it doesn't have to go left. And when it goes too far left, people are gonna be like, all right, I don't want to work with him anymore. Yeah. So my reputation is always just like, it has to be a clean slate.
Has to be for sure. Especially now, we're in the age now where people will drop you a bad review. Yeah. For anything.
For quick.
So you can't not, you know what I mean?
For no reason.
Yeah, you gotta be at their service, and your stuff gotta be well put together. Otherwise, those people are gonna be like, let me drop. Okay, yeah, Richie Raw. Yeah, yeah. I'm giving him a bad review. I'm saying that he's terrible or his space is awful. You know what I mean? They'll just, even if they don't really mean it, they're gonna drop that. So it's like you gotta be on point, man.
There's a lot of people who
especially in small business.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's the crazy thing.
Because if you know what I mean, the big corporations, they not saying that because they can't get to those people. But people that are just starting, they know that one negative is going to be not good on your Yelp page or whatever, have your Google page. They know that's not going to be good.
And it's crazy now that you said that because like people, I don't know if Google still does that, but they're dropping people off that they probably do like. Some kind of analytics where it's like, how long has this person been on Google or has this person even left a review to be even a credential review? Because I had a lot of people give me, reviews, knock on wood, as of right now on 5-star review, which is phenomenal. And I appreciate everybody who's left a review that I've shot with. And just being able to keep that 5-star, and like once it hits 4.9, then you drop to 4.9, and then you would never get a 5-star again.
Never get it again.
Nah. So you have to continue to be the best you can possibly be.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, man. We're going. I gotta take some time. We finally got a sponsor.
Yeah.
Finally got a sponsor.
Congratulations.
You know what I mean? I appreciate that. So we got to take some time and we got to make sure that we plug our brand new sponsor with Connected Sound in our Connected Sound podcast. Yes, sir. We got a brand new sponsor here at Connected Sound podcast. It is B.I.B.L.E Graphics here in Chambersburg, PA. Me and him, my guy Doug Counts down at B.I.B.L.E Graphics. Good friend of mine. We partnered up, came together, and now I'm going to be working with B.I.B.L.E Graphics. I printed these short sets at B.I.B.L.E Graphics, did them myself. They're screen printed. I did them there. If you need any type of merch, any type of merch, whatever you're thinking of, let me know or hit B.I.B.L.E Graphics up. Let one of us know, and we are going to get you right. We're going to get your merch right. Let me know. Whatever you need, holla at me. We're going to make it come to life. B.I.B.L.E Graphics, Connected Sound came together. That's our very, very first sponsor, and I appreciate B.I.B.L.E Graphics. Got new merch coming on the way as well. So, you know what I'm saying? We're going to get – I need to come to your studio to take the pictures of the merch. How about we do that?
Oh, yeah. Say less. And shout outs to B.I.B.L.E Graphics because the quality is legit.
Appreciate you. You already know, man. That's what we got to do. These ain't out yet. So we're going to do, you let me know your size. I'm about to get you your size. We're going to come down to the studio. I'm going to bring my guys. We could take it. I'm going to put everybody in one. We're going to take a picture in one.
Just got some new backdrops, so bring it. And then
we'll let the magic happen.
Yeah.
Let the magic happen from there. Definitely got to make it down to your studio space for sure. We can. Like I said, I'm gonna take a bunch of these down. We could just take some flicks of different people in them.
That's what it is.
Yeah, that'd be fire. That'd be hard.
No, it will. I'm already excited about it.
That'd be tough. Yeah, me too. I need it, man. I need it for sure.
Because it's like what is it? We're doing like a try collab. Shout out to B.I.B.L.E Graphics.
Yep.
Connected Sound. Me. And whoever else is in it.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, we get other people involved for sure. For sure. I want to know what is Richie Raw. What are you listening to right now?
What am I listening to?
We ain't talked about no music. I need to know what you listening to. What's
that's
in your
crazy.
rotation?
What's in my rotation? How about we start off with artists?
It took you about 30 minutes to get here?
It's worth telling you who I was listening to on the way here.
Let me know.
All right. Shout outs to 5 Foreign, the B.I.B.L.E.
Okay,
Yeah.
I like that. I was just hey, listen. I don't think I listened to that today. I listened to it the other day. I fucks with that.
Yeah, but can we just talk about how underrated Vori is?
So underrated.
So underrated.
But just wait until people catch up, and then everybody's gonna be on him.
People are probably like, "Who is Vori right now?"
We putting them on. We putting you on right now.
Oh, absolutely. He deserves everything.
He does.
So versatile.
I'm glad you brought him up because he deserves everything.
Yo, shout outs to Dream Chasers. All of them.
They got one with him.
Yeah, no, they got many with him. I mean, this dude is like so talented. He's just like a normal person and just, can you imagine if him and The Weeknd did a collaboration? Would you be able to tell the difference?
It's got to happen. It's going to happen.
Are you sure?
I don't.
Do you think The Weeknd? Because The Weeknd's good and up there. He's letting these people. I don't know. I'm not gonna say nothing negative because I want it to happen.
I hope so.
And with you being a DJ, you better make it happen.
I'm gonna try. So Vori 5 Foreign.
Yeah.
That's what you want right now. That's not a bad list.
That's not a bad list, but I got more for you. Definitely got to give my props to Travis Scott, man. Like,
yeah, got Travis in the rotation heavy.
Yeah, but
I see he's starting to perform again.
He is after that
the Astroworld
tragic.
Yeah.
But I do got to give it to you, the person who was in rotation on my way here, man. Local or not local, shout out to Little Skies, man.
Yeah, got it for sure.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah. You already know. Got to shout out the guys, man, for sure.
Cause he really does get you like he's on a level where you have to be on that level to understand what he's saying. Yeah. You won't appreciate his music if you're not on that level.
Listen, man, boy be saying some shit. You know what I mean? You just gotta, if you on that wavelength, you want it. If not, you're not. But he definitely be saying some shit. He not like a lot of rappers.
Nah, and it's just like the tonality. And I'm big on energy, so I guess those are those people that I was mentioning, like Vori. Sometimes I'm on that smooth trip. Mm-hmm. And then sometimes I'm on that, Little Skies where he has smooth, then he goes up, and then he goes back down. And then Travis Scott is just like constant.
I asked you earlier what type of shoot you would like to do. I want to know what type, like, all right, who is your dream shoot? Like, if you were to go to a show, who would you want to shoot? And if you were to get somebody in your studio to shoot, who would it be? If you could choose anybody.
As far as... like anybody on this planet.
If you had one show to go to shoot, who would it be? And if you had one person to bring into your studio to shoot, anybody, who would it be?
Hey, man, that's a good question. That is a really, really good question. Vori. I would do. I'm such a huge.
You heard it right here, Vori, man. He ready to shoot a show ASAP.
I'm just gonna get you some clean shit. Yeah, for sure, absolutely, and I'm gonna make sure DJ Rello is there too.
Hey, I need to, gotta be.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just the fact that any marketing is good marketing, right? Yeah. So we were talking about it earlier about how I'm not gonna say the person, but we're talking about the content always needs new content, right? So it's like people don't understand that content is very important. It doesn't only go on the gram. It doesn't only go on Facebook. Like, people are like sleeping on billboards, but I still look up and be like, "Oh snap!"
Me too. All the time.
I took that photo, or
I need one.
Yeah, exactly. They don't look at those billboards the same unless they're on it.
Yep. Or they know somebody like super directly on it. Like if they know, like, oh shit, I know that dude, or I know that girl.
I mean, but how else do you expect to be on a billboard if you're not linking up with a photographer? You know what I'm saying? And the legend that I really want to work with as well. So I was just doing like mainstream. I want to work with Jay-Z, bro. And it's gonna happen. I'm speaking that right now. I'm Jay-Z. Speaking that. Yes.
That would be tough.
It will. Because once you shoot with Jay-Z, like I was inspired by the Ace of Spades photo shoot he did. Mm-hmm. You saw how simplistic that was? Mm-hmm. It seemed like he don't ask for much. Mm-hmm. But the mere fact that he caught something so in the moment. Imagine if one of those bottles slipped out of his hand right when he took the bottle. Well, he had like 10 bottles in his hand. Mm-hmm. Imagine one slipped out. You can't get that pose again.
Right.
It won't be the same. Because now the bottles are all one way, you know what I mean? It's not going to be the same. So shout out to the photographer, whoever did that. And I'm huge on collaboration. So again, shout out to that photographer. Yeah. Like, she did that.
She definitely did. That was a super nice photo shoot. Now that you say that, I forgot all about that one.
Yeah.
Jay-Z, I mean, if you get that one, that'd be huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get him in there still. You need to come here afterwards.
I'll make sure I give him the roadmaps to this place,
you
man.
You know what I'm saying? You got to do that. I like your list of guys you're listening to, man. I listen to a lot of those guys that you mentioned. Anybody local?
Local? Yes.
That you listening to?
Indeed, man. Yo, like, you did a podcast with him. He's doing his thing. He's constantly promoting by himself on like 3 to 4 different platforms. Man, shout out to Rich Long, man.
Yeah, he puts in that work.
Yo, when we were at the event that we were at, he was promoting his videos while he probably would have done it while he was performing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that is one dude that is like legit. Like, he has a structure. He knows what he wants. He knows what he's doing, and then he just does it.
Yeah. He does a good job of that. And he does it pretty well across all platforms.
And we're the same age.
Yeah, he does it. He does it pretty well across all platforms. Definitely shout out Ridge Long. Who else is in your rotation? That's local. That you listening to?
I just got put on to President Davo.
Okay.
When it comes to local, are you talking about in the state of Maryland, Pennsylvania?
Yeah, wherever. You know what I mean? Yeah, but you know what I mean? Local in our area, DMV,
somewhere
PA
that's
type
like
area. Yeah.
Accessible.
Yep.
Without driving too crazy.
Yep.
Right? Probably like YG Tech.
Man, YG Tech. I gotta try to get YG Tech on here. I love YG Tech music, man. I'm always listening to YG Tech. I'm definitely
He's so
YG
fly
Tech.
with it. Yeah.
Listen, man, YG Tech had that music to make you just feel what he's saying. You know what I mean? Like, you are YG Tech during the song.
It's crazy because that was the very first artist that I've actually captured live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out YG Tech, man. Shout out Baltimore. He definitely doing his thing in Baltimore right now.
What is it, West Baltimore? Yes. Shout out to West Baltimore, all the artists that's holding it down. Shout out to East Baltimore, shout out to North, shout out to South. I don't want no problems. But YG Tech is really doing his thing. And he's just cranking it out, you know, from him being just a local artist to now being, you know, performing at major events and stuff. Like, that's pretty huge.
He always dropping videos. He stay relevant. He always throw that shit on.
Yeah.
His videos look good. You know what I mean? He bring the shorties out, got the money, man. Shout out YG Tech, be doing his thing.
Yo, no excuses.
Yeah, none. I mean, it don't get no better than a slogan than that.
What do you do? Just flip the S?
Period. No excuses.
No excuses. Get up.
None.
And do it. That's all.
Period.
No cut excuses. The procrastination out.
Yeah, he couldn't have had a better moniker than that.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously. No excuses. Like, it is what it is. Speaks for itself.
Yeah, and if you don't, you know, if you keep making those excuses, then that's on you.
Yeah, you're never going to get to where you need to be. Never going to get to where you need to be. I want to say, anything else you need to say before we get out of here?
Man, yo, Rello, you my mans, bro. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yo, shout out to connectedsound. I do want to give a few shout outs to the people who really, really, I mean.
Let's hear them.
Like, shout out to Top Flight. One.
Gotta get Top Flight on the podcast. Shout out Top Flight. Shout out Top Flight. His stuff hard, man. I like Top Flight a lot.
Yeah, like, I don't know what your other podcasts are like, but like, I'm sure you hear Top Flight a lot, man.
Yeah, most definitely.
Like, he's holding down the locals, and he told me, he said he doesn't want to forget about the locals because the locals is what made him who he is, and I respect that, And that was something that, would never, ever, because sometimes you forget like how you got to where you got. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because you'll come across with a lot of people on a daily basis, especially as a photographer. So I'm shooting different faces. You're DJing in front of thousands of people, and you're like meeting new people to help you build. But Top Flight is just like one of those people who is not afraid to help share advice when it comes to like settings and stuff like that, from my perspective. And he's not afraid to share connections with people who really want something for themselves.
That's always a good trait to have.
So he's just a selfless person. So shout out to Top Flight. Shout out to Andre with Divine Fashion. He's always hitting me up saying,
I got to tap in with him. I don't even know who Andre is. I got to tap in with Andre. But Andre, that Divine Fashion, everything I've seen from Divine Fashion has been
everywhere.
Stupid hard.
Everywhere, hard, and just like,
I need an XL in something.
I got you. I'll let him know.
Please, I need it. And I gotta link up with Andre. If he the one running it, then I gotta link up with him, man. That stuff is hard. I see people in it. I'm like, yeah.
Very inspiring, man. He was a next door neighbor of mine. Didn't even know he ran the brand. Thought he had a team. He's solo dolo with it, man. It's crazy. So he reaches out, and we just every shoot we do, he tells me all the time, like, yo, like you kill every shoot. I sell out every time you do the shoot. I'm like, yo, I appreciate that. That motivates me to continue to keep going. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, like there's a lot more people out there who I really want to shout out, but like let's keep shooting. And then I'm gonna shout at you out on the next one. You know what I'm saying? Like
it be like that.
It does. It really does. Like it's not a disrespect thing at all. Yeah. It's more so of like, yo, like
you rocking with me or what's up?
Or what's up?
I feel like that a lot.
Yeah. So next is gonna be Connected Sound. They're going to be in my studio.
Yes.
I'm here in the studio, and we about to get it done, man.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you. This has been episode 17.
17.
Connected Sound Podcast. This is DJ Rello. Richie, the rawest
ever. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Rello. It's your boy, Richie Raw. You can follow me on all platforms at richie.raw. And everybody who spells my name without the dot and the capital R, please go in your phones, go in everything and revise that. It's RICHIE. There's no T in it. .RAW. That's it.
Simple as that.
But it's Richie, period.
Raw.
That's it.
Connected Sound Podcast. DJ Rello. Appreciate you for tuning in.